guys, what's up? This is Ian's Entertainment here with my first ever album review. I'm going to be doing Cannibal Corpse, their debut album, Eaten Back to Life. Now, we're going to start off with the artwork. And as you can see on the picture, looks pretty awesome. It's pretty much like a zombie ripping his insides out, I'd say. Yep, that's pretty much it. And, well, everything about this album is just awesome. The only problem that I had about this album is it sounded more like a thrash metal album, besides like a death metal album. The recording process, it sounded thrash to me, especially some songs like A Skull Full of Maggots and Born in a Casket. It sounded like thrash, but other than that, it was really good. And alright, so I think, yeah, the first song is called Shredded Humans, and this song is just pretty awesome. It's not all the tracks are like really long or anything. I mean, most of the tracks are like 2, 3, 1 minute sometimes, but Shredded Humans is about like 5 minutes. And after that is a Dillable Out Posse something. I don't know. I should have learned how to pronounce these names before I did the review. But this one's an awesome name. This one's awesome. It's a 4-minute song. It's not that, you know, overly short either. But they do have a lot of short ones, and I think the short ones are really cool too. Put Them to Death is the track 3. This one's short. It's 1 minute 50 seconds. Yes, I'm looking at it. But this song is probably one of, I'll say probably like my second favorite off the whole album. So it's really good. The guitar beats are awesome. It's just pretty awesome. Next one is called Mangled. Now, to be honest, this was probably my least favorite on the whole album. It's not that I don't have anything like against it. It's a good song, but sometimes when I listen to the album, I'll skip over this one because I'm not too crazy about it, like Put Them to Death or anything. It's just, I don't know. Some people might call me crazy. I mean, it's still a good song. It's still a good death metal song, especially for Cannibal Corpse. But I don't know. Next one's Scattered Remains, Splattered Brains. This one is really cool. It's not that long of a song either. And by the way, Mangled is kind of like 4 minutes or something. Scattered Remains and Splattered Brains. It's pretty awesome. I really like this. I don't know if it would be my favorite one or the next track, Born in a Casket, because I really like Born in a Casket. I've probably listened to that one a lot more than all the other songs on the album. So, and then after Born in a Casket is Rotting Head. This one's really cool too, but for me this one is more like Mangled, and I don't really care to listen to it that much. I mean, it's still a good song, don't get me wrong. It's an amazing song, but yeah, if I was to pick least favorites, it would probably be Mangled and Rotting Head, but they're still awesome songs. And then after that is The Undead Will Feast. This one's kinda looks like the cover art in a way, because, well, the picture I'm showing, you can see half zombie, a legless zombie that looks like he's been eaten. So yeah, it's kind of cool because some of the artwork is mixed with some of the song titles and stuff. Next one is Bloody Chunks. This one is one of the short ones, which I really like. I really think Cannibal Corpse should do more short songs, like 1 minute, 2 minutes ones, because those to me seem to be like one of the best. The 5 minute, 6 minute ones aren't as great as them as the short ones, but they're still really, really good. So Bloody Chunks, pretty awesome. Next track is A Skull Full of Maggots. This is the title, well, not the title track, but A Skull Full of Maggots is pretty much the song that got them to Metal Blade Records. So I think in a documentary or something, one guy from Metal Blade Records was like, I just have to sign this band because of that song title, Skull Full of Maggots. And it is an awesome song. I love it. It's really, really good. It's the most popular one off the album. So I'm not sure if they play it at every one of their shows, but it's definitely one of those really good live ones. The last track is Buried in the Backyard. This one is 5 minutes as well. It's not as good because, as I said before, I think Cannibal Corpse does a lot better with their songs, with the short songs more than the long songs. But it's still, Buried in the Backyard is still really good. So, I mean, all the songs are really good. If I were to pick my first three favorites, number 1 would be Bone and Casket. Number 2 would be Scattered Remains, Splattered Brains. No, Put Them to Death would be number 2. Then A Skull Full of Maggots. Those will probably be my 3 favorite songs off of this album. So, it's really, really good. The album's really, really good. It's death metal, of course, although, like I noted before, just because of how I guess Scott Bones produced it. Scott Bones is the producer, of course. And well, let's just say this one's probably the most a side one, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. It's more off to the side than how the recordings sound to the future ones. So this one's more like different with just the recording sound and how it sounds thrash metal and stuff. But I hope that makes sense. Chris Bones does vocals on this album. Rob Russey does lead and rhythm guitars. Jack Owen does lead and rhythm guitars. Alex Webster does bass, and Paul does drums, of course. And one thing that I really didn't enjoy that much on this album, because most newer albums of Cannibal Corpse, you can hear the bass really, really well. You couldn't really hear the bass in their first 2 albums. And that's like one of my only dislikes about it, but other than that, it's really cool. And how Scott Bones is just awesome producer, and he can make that amazing drum sound for like the first 3 or 4 or 5 albums I think he produced of Cannibal Corpse. He makes that awesome drum sound, and the drums just sound awesome in every single album, because Paul is just an amazing drummer. But yep, so there, Eating Back to Life, I'll have to say 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.